This is a 4-row repeat that's worked on a multiple of 4 stitches plus 2. I have 18 stitches for this sample, and this yarn is just some free yarn that I got with a knitting magazine. And the needles are the Knitter's Pride Cubics. These are US size 11 needles. For row 1 of this pattern, all you're going to do is purl all of the stitches. And this is a pretty easy pattern to remember. And try to work this first row a little loose, because on the next row we're going to be purling 3 together. And you don't want your stitches to be too tight, or you'll have a hard time getting those 3 stitches purled together. Row 2, start by knitting the first stitch. And then we're going to knit 1, purl 1, and knit 1 into the next stitch. So knit, leave the stitch on the left needle, purl, and then one more time knit that same stitch, and now take it off your left needle. And then purl 3 together. And again, we're going to be working three times into this next stitch. Knit, purl, and knit, and then slip it off the left needle. Purl 3 together. And again, you're making 3 stitches out of the next stitch. Purl 3 together. Knit, purl, knit. And last time for row 2, purl 3 together. And when you get to the last stitch, you're just going to knit it. That's what we have so far. And row 3 of the pattern is the same as row 1, just purl all stitches. So I first did a video back on this stitch back in 2009. And since then it's had over 2.5 million views. And it was shot with my old digital camera, so I thought I would just redo it with my new camera so that it's nice and clear. Maybe I'll get 2 million views on this video as well. Okay, so that was row 3. All stitches were purled. And then row 4 is pretty much the same as row 2. You're going to knit the first stitch. And then this time, we're going to start by purling 3 together. Up in row 2, we made 3 stitches out of our first stitch. This time we're going to purl 3 together. And then we're going to work our knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, and a little tip for purling 3 stitches together. Like I said in the beginning of the video, if you work the row before a little loose. That'll help give you some wiggle room on those 3 stitches. But you can also use needles that have a fairly sharp tip, like these here. Or you can, when you put your tip of the needle into those 3 stitches, if you just give it a little twist to help loosen up those stitches, that will help as well. And also, if you use wool to knit with, wool yarn has a little bit of springiness to it. It'll allow you to work those 3 stitches together a little more easily. So just purling 3 together, and I'm going to knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, and then knit my last stitch. And that is all you do for the raspberry stitch. You would just repeat those 4 rows for the pattern.